Hi, I'm Mike the Comic Guy, and this is every great pixel character in the start of the Crazel universe that will be covered. Anyways, this is a first impression. It's gonna happen in October 2020, but thanks to other videos being planned, that didn't happen. Now it's starting right now, and in August on August, September, I do the next 2 decades. There's not much characters I combine the decades. The point is that we need to begin. First up on the list are the characters in the first issue of May of 1934. And this, if they're not enough characters, after this, of course, would be next characters, but I'm not going into that yet. First on the list is Lavender. He is obviously an interesting character, and of course he is also seen as a best character by Timeline standards. He is also not as interesting as the other characters come later down on the list, but he's the most interesting character. Also, what first appeared in this issue are Craig Wells and the most iconic Walter Park. So you can kind of say these are start of our human characters. Anyways, the first one of our main superhero lineup, and I'm gonna start from here. Anyways, he's the first one of the main superhero lineup, and yes, some villains are introduced as well, only because they have some powers as well. Anyways, he's the first one on the list, and let's say he's a fun character to read. Sure, he's not always gonna be good with his stories, but at least he stays right there. Next is Mr. Calvin. He's more important than Lavender, but what's different from Lavender is that he's the first character on the list to be sort of the main character. So if he dark, good, dangerous, or is he fine character? Okay, he's a fine character. Next up is next one on the list is Terraformer, originally known as the Ultimate Robot Beast, or just Robot Beast, if you don't go by timeline. If you go by timeline names. And if you go by the first 6 parts of the Crazel comics. Anyway, what makes him interesting is that he's the first villain of our list. yes, of course, he does count as the main superpower characters of because he is most important of the story. But in the end, he's just a robot. And you see Darkling. Weird Orders flying on lists. He's a fine character to read. Next up, we have the characters from this
who? What?
Terraformer.
No, after Terraform, you said something about a robot?
I said he's just a robot.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So next is the characters from the second issue. And this is our last character. This is the next character, the first one. And he is, of course, is the next green character fallen Terraformer. But also he is the least. He's not the most powerful, but definitely does help a lot. Anyways, he's a fine character to read, and for some obvious reasons, and not so obvious reasons. Next up, McDonald Strange. Gay Laron becomes the brother of Mr. Strange. Anyway, I just gotta say he's just a fine character to read. And when I say fine character to read, it means that he's not always good. Not all scenes are good to read, but not all scenes are flawed to read. And of course, next up is Miss Rosie. I gotta say, gets put on the second list, and that's being a little off character read if you're not paying attention. Anyways, next character of the list of adding characters from the second issue is Grumpus. He's also, yes, he can be off at times, but he's still a fine character to read if you don't know he causes destruction. Anyways, here is the next characters are from issue 3, July of 1934. So of course, he is the first character. So of course, first one on the list is Tentacle Man. He was as expected as couple characters not so often chosen. Anyway, he is part of the classic era and fine character to read. Next is our main villain of the characters, which is the characters with the boulders, and I can't figure out what his name was, but another off one to read. Mr. Chicken next, and he's a fine, okay character to me. He's an okay character to read. Next up is the characters from issue 4, and this is only one time main superhero lineup character, Mr. Strange. It follows George Ross Fedor, or just George Fedor as he was originally called. August of 1934, this was the first time one main superhero lineup at the time. Anyways, okay character to read if you're not interested in him. September of 1934, we have two characters of the main hero lineup, or say main power lineup, since now heroes, Korath and Raptin. Yeah, okay characters to read. They're not too evil. Also, we have a cameo appearance from the main characters of the main human characters in the last issue, which are the two old Jim brothers. Anyways, next one is issue 6 in October 1934. And there's two bird humanoid characters, which of course are named, the two bird twins. Yes, they have an actual name, but the two bird twins are what they're known as because there's two of them. They're okay characters to read. Next are the characters from issue 7, which is, again, from issue 4, only one of them are from the main hero lineup. Terraform and Lavender return from these issues, Lavender returning from the former, and Terraform returning from the latter. October 1934, he was the only one with this issue. Well, it used to be until the Terraformer clones came in. They are both okay characters to read. Next up, December 1934, which has the next appearance of Mr. Calvin, and also our first new character is Bright-Eye and of course a newer character, Frostman, also okay characters to read. Next up, we have the first issue of Mr. Calvin. January of 1935, and it has one new character, which is the plant characters. 3 of them, actually. Okay characters to read. We also just do the ice female character I can't also figure out the name of. And of course the character later on be called Frozen. Yeah, okay characters to read. Next, is Pickle Man number 10 of February 19... Grizzle number 10 of February 1935, which has one new character, and that's the one is called a Sasquatch or Bigfoot. Okay, character to read, let's move on. Anyway, this is where we get two characters that don't... First time we get two characters that don't start out all weeks or months from each other. Yeah, for a couple several weeks later, we get finally new characters of the main hero lineups. This includes Mr. Jeff from July of 1935. From Crazy World number 15. Okay character to read. Next up, November of 1935 with the first issue of Pickle Man, which is called Dark Yes. Anyway, yes, his main name sounds like a villain, but he is full-on hero in this one. Anyway, so we get McKee in this one. We don't need it though. Pause it.